The IRS has announced there is $1.3 billion of unclaimed money left on the table, and some of you are most likely eligible to receive a portion of it. What do you need to do to grab your piece of the $1.3 billion pie? That's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video, so let's get right into it. But hey everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I will continue to be here for you every single day as your daily advocate. I'll keep you updated, I'll answer your questions, and I'll let you know whatever you need to do to grab your piece of any money and or benefits that are eligible for you during this confusing time. Thank you so much, and I am very much committed to helping you in any possible way that I can. Thanks again, you're awesome. I really do appreciate your support. So, the $1.3 billion pie. How do you grab your piece, and what is this thing? So yeah, there's $1.3 billion on the table right now. The caveat, you only have a short window to grab your piece. In fact, May 17th is the last day in which you can actually get your portion. Now, how do you know if you're actually eligible to receive some of this money, and what is the average amount of money that the person could get? Well, let me say this much. It's $1.3 billion. In fact, it is allocated to roughly 1.3 million people, which averages out to $1,000 per person. What's the catch? What do you need to do to get it? Well, I'll tell you that here in just a second. However, in each state, right on the IRS website, it is broken down state by state how many people are in each state and how many people are eligible for this money and the average refund per person. Let me give you a couple quick examples. In California, this is just California. California alone has 132,000 people eligible for this refund with an average refund of $833. I mean, what would that do for you? An extra $833. Pretty nice, right? How about Florida? 89,000 people eligible for a refund with an average refund of $870. Yeah, it is literally broken down literally state by state right on the IRS website, and it tells you how many people in each state are eligible to get some money and the average refund per person. So, what is this thing I'm talking about? Well, it's for those people who did not file a 2017 tax return. You get a 3-year window. After that, if you don't file a 2017 tax return as of May 17th, all that money becomes the property of, not you and me, but the IRS. Yep, they keep it and they say, hey, tough luck, we're taking this $1.3 billion and who knows what they're going to do with it. Yeah, so if you are somebody who did not file a 2017 tax return, you may want to consider doing it. Now you might think, well, I didn't earn any money or my income was really low and I wouldn't be eligible for anything. Whoa. We don't know that yet. I don't know your situation, first off, so I can't advise you or tell you what to do. But all I can tell you is if you did not file a 2017 tax return, you may really want to consider doing it simply because if you're somebody who has maybe low income, as in you work a little bit and you earn a little bit of income, guess what? You're probably eligible for the Earned Income Tax Credit, in some situations worth several $1,000s. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars, $6,000+ in some instances. Not only that, the Child Tax Credit. You could possibly be eligible for that if you have qualifying children. Things like this. So, there's a lot of people here on my channel who have very low income. Maybe because you're working and you just don't earn that much money, therefore you don't file a tax return because of your low earnings, you typically wouldn't need to file. These are the people that I'm talking about. You might want to file a 2017 tax return. I'll give you more information here in just a second. Or maybe you're somebody who receives like Social Security retirement, and maybe on the side you're working a little bit. Maybe you work for the post office, or maybe you work for, I don't know, the grocery store, something like that, and you make a little bit extra money on the side. You might want to file a 2017 tax return. Or maybe you receive SSDI, and on the side, again, you work a little bit, or maybe SSI or any of these benefits, and you work a little bit on the side. Again, these are the people that I'm pretty much talking to. If you did not file a 2017 tax return, you might want to consider doing it, as you could potentially be eligible for a portion of this $1.3 billion. However, you only have until May 17th to do it. Otherwise, after that, it is tough luck. That's serious. That's all it comes down to. It's sorry, no more money for anybody. So where can you go to get additional information? The best resource would be the IRS website. Feel free to go to the IRS website, irs.gov. There's an announcement they just made a couple days ago talking about this $1.3 billion that is out there available for 1.3 million people who have not claimed it yet. You got to grab your piece of the pie. There's nothing, it requires virtually a minimal amount of work on your end to get this money. At the same time, to file a 2017 tax return, you can go to the IRS website and look up the necessary forms and publications that you would need in order to file your tax return. If you want to do that yourself, feel free to go to the IRS website, irs.gov. Otherwise, there is a phone number I'm going to give you. You can call, and hopefully it should give you some more information that you can kind of figure out which forms you need or whatever else. I'll be totally honest with you. I have not called this phone number. Usually I call the phone numbers to figure out kind of like what the layout of the phone number is and like what happens when you call. Honestly, I have not called it yet. So I don't know what it sounds like, but I'm guessing it's some kind of automated system. And then maybe you have to go through some prompts. Honestly, I'm not really sure. But check it out. It should give you some additional information. All right, ready for it? 1-800-TAX-FORM. So obviously type in the corresponding numbers with the letters, but 1-800-TAX-FORM. F-O-R-M. So yeah, check that out. But seriously, I know a lot of you here that watch my videos typically do not file a tax return. The reason I know that is because many of you who are trying to get your $1,400 stimulus checks or the other ones were leaving me comments saying, hey, SSDI here, I don't file a tax return because my income is low enough. Well, you might be somebody that I'm talking to right now. On top of the $1,400 stimulus check and all of these other stimulus checks that you've received over the last year, you could be getting an additional tax refund on top of that, especially if you're somebody who has kids, qualifying kids. Man, it's almost a no-brainer for you. You should be definitely eligible to receive a portion of this. So again, I don't know your exact situation. Everybody's situation is here is different, so you might want to talk to somebody who does know your situation. It doesn't necessarily need to be an accountant or a CPA, but maybe even a family member. Maybe a spouse, maybe a parent, maybe a friend or a family member that you trust a lot with your information, and they can guide you through this. But the moral of the story is, if you didn't claim, or let me say that again, if you didn't file a 2017 tax return, you could be within this group of 1.3 million people eligible to receive a portion of this pie. It costs you absolutely nothing to file a tax return. If you're in this group and you have very low income or like minimal income, filing a tax return should be relatively easy. It shouldn't be all that difficult to do it. It's just a matter of plugging in a few numbers and following the instructions that they give you right there with the form. Really, it shouldn't be all that hard. I get it. Sometimes it's confusing. You don't know what to put in different boxes. The best thing I can say is, if you're going to fill out your tax return, print out any instructions or keep them handy on some kind of electronic device, maybe your phone, a tablet, a computer, something like that. Keep it available as you fill out the form, go through it line by line and watch the instructions. You should be able to do it relatively easy. Now, this is just on the federal level, by the way. All of this money available is on the federal level. This is not for state. This is just federal. So if you want to file a tax return, you would have to do it with the federal government, your 1040. Well, generally your 1040, but yeah. Anyway, that's where you can do this. But again, check out the IRS website for 2017 tax forms. Otherwise, call that phone number I gave you, 1-800-TAX-FORM, and get more information. Otherwise, just go onto the IRS website and read about this yourself. $1.3 billion that they have out there on the table that is unclaimed, and you only got about a month to grab it. So anyway, I hope this helps out some of you. Of course, it doesn't apply to everybody, but I bet there's a bunch of people watching this video that this definitely applies to, and you don't even know it. Yeah, more money on the table for you that you didn't even know that you were eligible to receive. In most instances, several $100s for, many people, $800+ $1,000, something like that. Wow, I mean, that'd be pretty nice, right? Anyway, I hope this video helps you out. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Right down below the video, there's the button. Otherwise, feel free to share this video with your friends, family, social media, so we can continue to help out as many people as we can. Thanks again, everybody. You're awesome. I just want to do whatever I can to help you out. Leave any comments or questions down below. I'll do what I can to answer them, but of course, I'm not your accountant, I'm not your CPA, and I don't know your exact situation, so I can't help you. I can't advise you. I can help you out a little bit, but I literally cannot tell you exactly what to do, if that makes sense. Anyway, hope this helps you out, and I hope that you can grab a piece of the $1.3 billion laying around that you can get. Anyway, thanks everybody. You're awesome, and I'll continue to do whatever I can to help you.